И всем привет! Сегодня мы продолжаем играть принцип Талоса 2. Это у нас серия по мегаструктуре. Мы будем отправляться вон туда. Нам нужно вернуться в наш СВВП. Так, это наше метро. Ну что ж, полетели.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
Пойдем поговорим.
I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay? I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think?
Суждениями их хватает данных.
Then just be careful, okay?
Пиздец. Я уебался. Я не знаю, что это можно был человек сделать. Но это что-то пиздец нереальное. Так, куда идти-то? Сюда?
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure. Not quite sure where I am. Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
This is incredible. I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building. I think this is a machine.
Так. Глаза разбегаются. Открытие дверей. Ну-ка. А что там было написано? Ой. Ой. Ой.
Why don't you just tell people that they're wrong? If you tell them the truth, they'll listen.
It's not that simple. Straton wrote that the most common error we commit is to think that ideas determine reality, when in fact the opposite is true. Ideas follow from material conditions. Belief systems are formed to explain and justify the way we live. We did not have kings because we believed in the mandate of heaven. We believed in the mandate of heaven because we lived in monarchies.
But we have free will.
Oh, free will isn't the same as freedom, Miranda. We're not free from the constraints of reality or history. I was shaped by the simulation. New Jerusalem is shaped by its limitations.
So, what? We're just trapped? History can only go one way?
Maybe, maybe not. The question is, how do we free ourselves? How do we build a world where our ideas do shape reality? That's why we came here.
Интересно.
I knew it! Athena's here. She built this.
That other voice, was that Cornelius?
It definitely sounded like him.
Come to think of it, he went on a research expedition around the time Athena vanished. He was gone for years. People thought he'd died.
And all this time, he knew where she was?
We should talk to him.
We will, when we get back. But right now, we have to focus on finding Athena. We are so close.
Ошибки, разочарования. Какие-то разочарования, ошибки. Понятно. Так. У нас дверь сюда и дверь там есть. Ну давай зайдем сюда. Воу, 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 воу. О! Загадки. Загадки. Красота, там у нас что-то. Там у нас что-то, да? Тут у нас... Ага, опять эти пушки. Дверь, синий. Ага. То есть нам нужно сейчас опять спуститься здесь. Что за звук? Кошмар. Так, а как?
$1K, I'm over here. Hold on. I'll open that door for you.
Да ну нахер. Да ну. Да ну не. Да ладно, ни хрена себе. А, подожди. А. Во. Не понял. Придется по потолку походить, да? Так, нам туда, да? Допустим. Так, тут у нас...
Same pattern as before. 3 beams, 3 receivers.
I guess we know what to do.
Be careful. The sheer amount of power running through this place.
Да, ну нафиг.
I'll take care of this puzzle. You do the other two, okay? This is kind of fun. Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play is fun. Melville, is there anything in the system that could tell us where Athena is?
I don't know. Someone's logged into the system.
Got it.
Так, интересно. Ух ты, подожди, а потом... Нет, подожди. Во. Что это? Так, где у нас дверь-то? Так, там ничего нет. Блин. Так, их тут два, подожди. А. Во. Шикарно. Так, тянуть рычаг. Синий активирован. А, красный активирован. А как я успел красный активировать? Куда хоть? Теперь нам надо зеленый. Что это? Так, давай, значит, сюда. А красный это когда я активировал, ёпти мать. Так, подожди, неправильно иду. Надо как-то... Как к зеленому-то попасть? Подожди, а что-то я потерял инверсию там где. Так, стоп. А, да подожди, мы уже активировали, потому что этот... А как... блять. Так. Да ёб твою мать. Сюда, что ли? Нет. Так, и нам завтра это. Хорошо, допустим. Так. Вот она, зеленая. Так, это синий. Так, я тут был. Подожди. Так. Во. Так, нет.
Not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's
Бля.
rearranging itself.
I think that's what happened last time. When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just moved away.
Так. Так. Пришли в зеленую загадку. У нас есть этот. Надо быть зеленым. Так, здесь замена. Подожди. Это уже лучше. Так. Тут у нас один этот, да? Значит, мы сейчас... Угу. Но при этом нам нужно подавать сигнал на вот эту дверь. Так, нам нужно больше ничего нет. Так. Красный сигнал есть. Могу понять. Зеленый. Как нам при этом вот это? Так что ли? Нет. Так не может быть. Ебаный урод. Ты чё? Ты чё, ёпту мать? Понимаю, как. У нас есть этот, но нам нужно получить с красного не зеленый. Так, интересно. Я что-то тут будоражился. Оказывается, все просто. Нужно было просто это поменять. А это не надо было открывать дверь держать. Я же забыл, что деваться здесь. Я же в интернет полез смотреть.
The gate's opening. I'm heading in.
Так, что же нам покажет? Куда? Так. Так, нам хватит вон туда. Так. Нам вот сюда. Так. Тихо. Интересно. Ну, что ты
This is
делаешь?
fascinating. They were both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that... I can't...
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone back to the VTOL!
Прометей прикованный. Акт 3.
We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
Ёбаный
We
сын.
can't just leave Byron behind.
Yeah, Coot, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
The system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Ты нахрен смертный этот, ну,
Move,
это.
1K, move.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working.
Куда?
Get here quickly, 1K.
Пиздец.
Come on, get in! Get us out of here, you coot.
Ясно.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right. I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good. Well, 1K, I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Зачем?
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Опять это музей. Ну, давай сходим в музей.
The world is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls, every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human, to understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the founder's trials, and you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Так, мы опять в этом Вообще интересно, это 374. Мемориальный павильон, музей. Вот эти все мегаструктуры, это города все. Понимаю.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the founder be with you.
Падок Римской Республики. Ага. Это у нас еще. Это все в симуляции найдено, да? Как поставить равно на симуляции. Египетский.
Oh, 1K. What are you doing here? Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately. Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron. That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about something, but he wasn't responding to my messages, so I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished. I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right? No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past. I did, on my way here, and I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all. Good luck with everything, 1K.
Это эти QR-коды из этого. Копия компьютера симуляции, да. Это все из первой части. Господи, это понятно, это комната с этими. О. Да, музей заебись. Все, завис. Шаг делай. Давай чекнем терминал.
Dude, you're 1K. It's so nice to meet you. Sorry about Byron, dude. That's a real bummer. A lot of people been saying Byron's accident shows the mayor is right. Trying to abandon the goal is bogus. Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them.
Чувак, 998. Рекон финал 2.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Крыша сломалась. Отправиться в мегаструктуру.
Nice to meet you, 1K. My name is Atal. I've been following your expedition. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact. I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old and die. And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death. Involuntary cessation of existence. That's horrifying, 1K, horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better. Yes. Carefully and slowly, but yes. That's what civilization is. That's what it's always been. Creating structures to lessen suffering. But this time we include everyone. We use our intelligence to get rid of as much of the horror of existence as we can for all living beings. That's good to hear. I wasn't sure where you'd stand after some of the things you said. Please, when you get back to the island, stand up for Byron's ideas. Don't let people forget that a different future is possible.
Так.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected. You are the Founder's chosen, but you must be wary. Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins. Anyone can see the truth if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility. And avoid ambition. The very idea of a better future is what's rotten. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us. All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved. Yes, progress is a fantasy. Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
Ну давай. Мегаструктуру пойдем обратно. Понимаю, они не ходят вон туда вот. То есть там стена и ничего нет. Дома, так понимаю, живые, да?
1K, could you join us for a quick debrief?
Где ты?
Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
It is all deliciously mysterious, isn't it?
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
We're fortunate 1K preserved the Somnodrome for our study. Initial data suggests it was a prototype with substantial design flaws. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
No, you wouldn't dare.
If there's a chance to study it, we should take it, 1K.
You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
What can I do for you, 1K? I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap. It was a time of great uncertainty. The founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the founder gave us the goal, a path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Так, ну что, нам нужна мегаструктура.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Все дела. Подожди, а куда нам это? Надо на юг идти. Так, ну давай мы пойдем посмотрим юг. Юг первый. Южный берег, зеленый каньон, круглый оазис. 5-8, в общем 10 заданий, 11. И звезды.
1K, I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm going to need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream. Possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
Ну-ка. Ух ты. Ух ты, ух ты, ух ты. Вот интересная башня такая.
Alright, 1K. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the tetromino bridges. That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
Ну, этим мы займемся в следующей серии.